Hi there. I'm Jeff Ripley. I'm located in the Boston area. I'm 6'3", equity actor. Here is my submission for the Hudson Valley Shakespeare Festival 2026 season. Thank you. Blow, wind, and crack your cheeks. Rage, blow. You cataracts and hurricanos, spout till you have drenched our steeples. Drown the cocks. You sulphurous and thought-executing fires, vaunt couriers to oak-cleaving thunderbolts, singe my white head! And thou, all-shaking thunder, smite flat the thick rotundity o' the world, crack nature's molds, and germ and spill at once, that makes ingrateful man. Rumble thy bellyful, spit, fire, spout, rain! No rain, wind, thunder, fire are my daughters. I tax not you, you elements, with unkindness. I never gave you kingdom, called you children. You owe me no subscription. Then let fall your horrible pleasure. Here I stand, your slave, a poor, infirm, weak, and despised old man. But yet I call you servile ministers, that with two pernicious daughters joined your high engendered battles gainst a hold so old was white as this. Oh, 'tis foul. When in disgrace with fortune in men's eyes, I all alone beweep my outcast state, and trouble deaf heaven with my bootless cries, and look upon myself and curse my fate, wishing me like to one more rich in hope, featured like him with friends possessed, desiring this man's art and that man's scope, with what I most enjoy contented least. Yet in these thoughts myself almost despising, haply I think of thee and then my state, like to the lark at break of day arising, from sullen earth sings hymns at heaven's gate. For thy sweet love remembered such wealth brings, that then I scorn to change my state with kings. Japanese submarine slammed 2 torpedoes into our side, Chief. He was coming back from the island of Tini and Deletti. We had just delivered the bomb, the Hiroshima bomb. 1,100 men went into the water. Vessel went down in 12 minutes. Didn't see the first shark for about a half hour. Tiger, 13-footer. You know how you know that when you're in the water, Chief? You can tell by looking from the dorsal to the tail. What we didn't know is that our bomb mission had been so secret. No distress signal had been sent. They didn't even list us overdue for a week. Very first light, Chief, sharks come cruising in, so we formed ourselves into tight groups. It was kind of like old squares in a battle, like you see in a calendar, like the Battle of Waterloo, and the idea was shark come to the nearest man, and that man, he start pounding and hollering and screaming, and sometimes the shark go away. Sometimes he wouldn't go away. Sometimes that shark, he looks right into you, right into your eyes. The thing about a shark is that he's just got lifeless eyes, just black eyes, like a doll's eyes. And when he comes at you, doesn't seem to be living until he bites you, and those black eyes roll over wide, and you hear that terrible high-pitched screaming, and the ocean turns red, and despite all the pounding and hollering, they all come in and they rip you to pieces. By the end of that first dawn, lost 100 men. I don't know how many sharks, maybe 1,000. I don't know how many men, they average 6 an hour. On Thursday morning, Chief, I bumped into a friend of mine, Herbie Robinson from Cleveland. Baseball player, bosun's mate. I thought he was asleep. Reached over to wake him up. Kind of bobbed up and down on the water, like a kind of top. Upended. Well, he'd been bitten in half below the waist. Noon the 5th day, Mr. Hooper, Lockheed Ventura saw us, and he swung in low, and he saw us. This young pilot, a lot younger than Mr. Hooper. Anyway, he saw us, and he come in low, and then 3 hours later, a big fat PBY come down, start to pick us up. That was the time I was most frightened, waiting for my turn. I'll never put on a life jacket again. So, 1,100 men went into the water. 316 men come out, and the Sharks took the rest, June the 29th, 1945. Anyway, we delivered the bomb.